Okay, now let us move on to presentation by asset managers. We will have representatives from each of the up-and-coming diverse domestic and international asset managers, and they will give a 3-minute short presentation. Next, Ms. Asami Crane from Bushido Asset Management. Ms. Crane, please.
Thank you so much for your time today. My name is Asami Crane from Bushido Asset Management. I would like to give you a brief introduction to our company of the fund as well. Bushido Asset Management started the business on June 2018 and has an investment management agreement with the Bushido Fund in Cayman. Then most of the fund's assets are invested in listed Japanese stocks, with the rest in listed futures for adjustment and various derivatives and US stocks. The goal is to consistently achieve positive monthly and net return of at least 10% per annual. We have a pro DIM license with a license capacity limit of about 14 billion. Which is about USD 120 million, and our AUM as of January is $81 million. Our yearly return for 2018 is -3%, 2019 is +9%, and 2020 we marked a 35% plus, and so far we are marking a -0.9% YTD. The investment strategy is long-short equity. Better adjusted market neutral and fundamental approach. The focus is to gain alpha from the small and mid-cap stocks and to gain return derived from theme analysis. Investments are generated using a broad variety of analytical tools, information sources, and such as interviews to companies, broker research, analyst contact, and financial statement, publicly available information, and some proprietary valuation model. The core part of the investment research process is a fundamental company analysis, which is focused on understanding its business and supply enterprises and fair valuation in the market. There are 5 people in the company, 1 PM, 3 in operations, and 1 internal auditor. We also outsource compliance, but we have also compliance internally inside the office too. As the time is limited, if you have any question, please contact us directly. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll pass on to the next. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to Mr. Toshinobu Yamazaki and Mr. Tatsuya Tokumura from Capital Asset Management.
Hi, everyone. My name is Yamazaki, CEO of Capital Asset Management Company in Tokyo. I'm delighted to be here today to talk briefly about our firm. Capital Asset Management is a medium-sized asset management company founded in 2004, starting with a Philippine fund. We've set and managed fund focusing on growth potential of Asian countries. As you know, a young and increasing population of those companies has been driving a strong economic growth there. Among those Asian markets, we put a particular focus on Vietnam, and nowadays, Vietnamese funds have become our flagship product. In Hanoi, Vietnam, we have a group company which is specializing in research activities. Local staff there regularly provide us in Tokyo with information on politics, economy, and stock market of Vietnam. Without leaving Japan, we clearly understand the current situation of Vietnam, even in the pandemic environment. This is our strength. With growth as our investment team, we've analyzed the economy and society from various aspects, and we've been attended to various unique funds, which other companies are not offering. So Mr. Tokumura will talk about product next.
Nowadays, the concept of ESG investment is well known, but we have been seriously addressing this issue from early stage. People tend to think it has been started only recently. However, we have been managing a fund applying ESG concept for years. And now we have a 5-year track record, which tells us ESG way of thinking is highly effective here in Japan. We are managing tourism fund too. When we set up this tourism fund, we paid attention to the essentials of tourism. Things you learn and experience on the travel help you to grow as a person. So we consider tourism as a part of human instinct. This fund has been receiving people's attention as a flip side of travel desire contained under the current corona crisis. In Japan, investors have begun to select products based on a goal-based approach. So we have set up a fund of funds using hedge funds. We provide retail investors with opportunity to invest in hedge funds, which are originally designed for professional investors only. Furthermore, we paid attention to the importance of non-financial factor in evaluating stocks. Based on this perspective, we started to set up a fund and manage with intellectual capital in mind from last year.
Okay, like this, we've analyzed the economy and stocks based on Vietnam, which is slightly different from existing fund investment cases. This is how we've been seeking to offer investment opportunity for our investor client, which other firms may not be able to foresee. So, well, that's about it. I would like to conclude my talk. Thank you very much so much taking time today.
Thank you very much. Now, next, Mr. Makoto Shibata from FinoLab.
Yes, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. So FinoLab is a fintech community which was established in 2016, and now we have like 46 startup members and 22 corporate members, and located in the center of financial district in Tokyo. We are connected to fintech world quite well, and we started our own fund in 2020 since we felt the need to support early stage fintech startups to grow. So we focus on early stage startups in seed round or Series A. And we've been making several investments since then. But the exciting part is that last month, Tokyo Metropolitan Government announced that they will adopt us as the operator of their fintech support fund. Tokyo Metropolitan Government is advocating global financial city Tokyo, and in their second version of their vision, they've put emphasis on the digitalization of finance, particularly promoting the fintech area in Tokyo. And they decided to form a fund to support these activities. And even though we had limited track record on fund management, since we had very good connection with the fintech network ecosystem in Tokyo, we were selected as the operator. So our fund started from 500 million yen, and Tokyo Metropolitan Government will invest 200 million. And then we will add some more investors to make this fund to 2 billion yen as a size. So we're hoping to have communication with the different investors in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And now we'll move on to Mr. Kentaro Takayanagi from Nihonbashi Value Partners.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to bring a solution for those looking for a unique yield. There are 3 points I'd like to address. First, can I see the video? Yes? Okay. Oh, sorry. There are 3 points I'd like to address. First, our company, we are an independent boutique investing in Japanese value equities. This simple structure allows us to be a true partner with asset owners in the long run. Second, our strategy, focus Japan value. It consists 20 to 40 names and has a time-tested process. This is how we can deliver a unique yield effectively. Third, opportunity. And the valuation of Japanese equities and structured pressure on corporate governance as the keys. Seasoned value investor can unlock the value. Let me explain a bit more detail. First, about the company, Nihonbashi Value Partners. I believe that independency and ownership structures are essential to be a trusted partner with asset owners. And in Japan, such structures are very rare. That is why I established our company at the end of last year after 30 years of work at Nomura Asset Management. Next, about our strategy, focus Japan value. Our process is time-tested in multiple cycles. I have managed a flagship Japan value fund for more than 20 years in my former company. Now, utilizing my expertise, I am launching a new, highly concentrated Japan value strategy. Lastly, about investment opportunity set. There is a continuous structured pressure on corporate governance in Japan. From my long-term experience as a value manager, I see a lot of long duration opportunities set in Japan, like we saw 20 years ago. For summary, we are an independent boutique with a time-tested Japan value strategy, and the market is ready for seasoned investors. I believe that we can deliver a unique yield. I invite you to contact us for a one-on-one meeting to learn more about Japan value. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Takayanagi. Now we'll move on to Mr. Tsuguya Onozuka from Orior Asset Management.
Hello, everyone. I'm Onozuka from Orior Asset Management. We started our business in August 2012, advising long-short Japanese equity fund. Last year, we were licensed as a ProDIM to be an investment manager for OK Fund. The OK Fund is a long-short fund that focuses on the IT and internet service where drastic innovation causes tough competition and the fierce winner and losers. Today, we would like to propose a hybrid version of the OK Fund that can provide even higher performance. There are many technologies and services created unique to Japan. For example, companies in industries based on green economy are expanding into various fields, such as discrimination, recycling, EV, and renewable energy. Those companies unique to Japanese can enjoy long-term growth even in the global competition. They are often found in small and mid-cap stock performing very well even in the recent market environment. Since many of the stocks are not covered by sell-side analysts. Sometimes variations are found only by image or short-term factors. By a wide range of research, we are able to discover companies whose real value deviate significantly from the market consensus or short-term image. Through close and deep research with the management of these companies, we select stock for long position whose performance will at least double or more in 1 to 3 years before the market realizes the true value. On the other hand, the other side will lose its demand. We will short those stocks. There are 4 unique team members. Our CEO ran 3 non-financial companies in the past. He can therefore evaluate corporate value from the unique viewpoint than other funds. And we have a ranking analyst of the IT sector, a professional in trading and risk management, and essential in the small and mid-cap specialist who joined us at the end of the last year. I'm convinced that Oriole Asset Management will show its true value in the current market environment. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Onozuka. Now we'll move on to Ms. Sonoko Harada from Hijojo Partners.
Thank you, Amy. Hi, I'm Sonoko Harada, the Director of Asset Management at Hijojo Partners. We're Japan-based financial institutions with the fund licenses in fund advisory and fund asset management and fund distribution. As you might be able to guess from our company name Hijojo, which means unlisted in Japanese, our main business is to invest in private companies by creating a special purpose vehicle. The company was founded by our CEO, Spiridon Mendes, in 2017, and we initiated our first fund distribution in 2018 summer. Since then, our AUM has increased over $200 million US, and despite of the COVID-19 pandemic, our momentum remains strong. We focus on investing in mid to late stage of startups in the US, Japan, and Israel, in various sectors like AI, fintech, big data, food tech, space tech, etc. We believe software and technology has an opportunity to impact any industry, so we are sector agnostic. Some of our portfolio companies have gone listed on the public markets, such as Palantir, SoFi, 23andMe, and Birdrise. Our investors are primarily based in Japan, varying from institutional investors, both publicly listed or private companies, financial institutions, university endowment, as well as high net worth individuals. We have also recently went live with our online funds last summer with a collaboration with the Monix Group. So that has given us the wider access to the wider range of retail investors. We participate in both primary and secondary transactions. We have multiple execution partners in the US, in which some of them has exclusive partnership with us. So we have advantage on having the first access to the deal and information. One of the things that's really important to us when selecting these companies to invest is that we make sure to execute full due diligence on the company, such as their business model, products, financials, their comps using different multiples, what's their exit scenarios like. We try to have interview with the management as much as we can. Aside from our SPVs, we've also made some principal investments into early stage of the startups, such as HTU, Privateer, Pipe Technologies, Neurable, and many interesting others. We enjoy working with these entrepreneurs and we want to help them to succeed. So another area that we like to focus on, aside from investing into this company, is we advise them, bringing them to Japan market when they are looking for expansion for the international growth. So we will introduce them to Japanese corporates for their possible collaboration, leveraging our investment banking relationships that we have with the large financial institutions like Mizuho Financial Group, Mitsubishi UFJ. We also work closely with Mizuho Securities, Okasan Securities, and Monix Group, who are our Series A investors. So this is a brief overview of Hijojo Partners. If you have any questions or would like to get to know us more, please contact me. We'd love to have a chat with you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Harada-san. So finally, Mr. Taiki Kimura from Kentaro Capital.
Thank you very much for introduction. I am Taiki Kimura, a founder and CEO of Kentaro Capital. First, let me speak about a story of my personal investment. I wondered what was the most profitable investment I have ever made. It was when I was a college student without any investment knowledge. I took really minor stake in a venture that I was helping. 20 years later, it became 160 times by IPO. That tiny money of mine was perhaps used instantly for used PCs, desks, stationaries, or whatsoever. However, the money was part of necessary and important capital for the startup. That's how I knew direct financing is important for private companies, and that private investment often brings large profit to the investors. I founded Kentaro Capital to provide investors quality private investment opportunities on a global scale. Of course, there are private companies that are good for investment and the ones that may not be. And there are things like fair valuation or diversification for successful investment. Therefore, our approach is to partner with trustworthy experts in each field, such as Blue Elephant Capital Management and US Private Credit Manager, and provide opportunities to invest with them through our digital platform. In Japanese Global Financial Center vision, rich individual financial assets is listed as one of the competitive advantage. But what would be a benefit for individuals if Japan became a global financial center? I believe it should be beneficial not only for individuals, but also for whole economy if the wealth is efficiently allocated globally to quality private investment opportunities. And we will move forward the process. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you to all of the up-and-coming diverse domestic and international asset managers.